have you got a card so I can do this payment for this service?
You've got it all. It will be in my bag.
Right, okay. Okay.
Mm. Hello guys, if you're here, say hi and give this video a thumbs up. We've got a lot of things going on today that we're going to be discussing. So if you want to know a whole story about everything I want to discuss today and also the goodies I've got, make sure you stay. Don't go anywhere, okay? I'm just gonna get a cup of tea. My grandma gave me fever grass. I don't know if you guys know about fever grass, but is grown on the street in Africa and Ghana. I brought a lot, and that's my new favorite tea now. I've just made myself some. I'm just going to top it up whilst we wait for others to join. So if you're already here, please do me a favor and give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. I shall be back. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing? Today is Tuesday, what's today's date? 22nd, right? Let me check. 20 what? Yeah, I think it's 21st or 22nd, Tuesday 20 something. And most of you are sleeping, some of you are at work, some of you are on placement. Yeah, a few of you are on placement, but I'm not on placement, so I'm here with you guys, okay? And some of you are at wherever you are in the world. Hi, welcome. My name is Rose and my channel name is called Rose the Vibe. If you're new here, hello. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you like and subscribe if you haven't already, okay? Let's make sure we push this channel and get a lot of followers, all right? I've got some few things here I want to show you that I bought from B&M. I'm going to be showing you, and then I'm going to be telling you a story about how my twin sister died, okay? So the first thing I've got here that I wanted to show you, by the way, before I show you, I bought this lip moisturizer and lip gloss, sort of lipstick sort of thing from Boots, okay? So I went there and I wanted something that is just very subtle on your lips and has got moisturizing on it because I've always got dry lips, which is not too in your face. So when I went into Boots, one of the ladies there showed me this one, and it's the number 7 lip gloss, and it's got some colors in there as well, and it's a moisturizer. They've got different colors, so whichever one you want you can get it. This one I think is a red, but you can't actually see it. You see, it's just like a moisturizer and it's on your lips like that, and it's very nice, isn't it? They've got I got the pink one, I got the red one, and I got like the beige, but I've lost all of them. The only one I've got right now is this color here. So yeah, and the last time I went to shopping in Aldi as well, I bought this perfume. If you guys can remember, I got this perfume from Aldi the last time. I've forgotten how much it was, but I think it was about 14 or 12 pounds something, and it smells so good. It's one of those new items they always have in store, and anytime I go to Aldi, I make sure I have like a fragrance or like it's too strong for me. I'm gonna cough. I have a fragrance or maybe like air freshener or something in the house. So when I got this, I was like, yay, I like it. Good, goodbye for me. I'm gonna put these two here. And then we go to the plant. I got this plant during Christmas, but then because I was on holiday in Ghana, I wasn't able to show you guys in any of my videos. And now is the time to show you. So I got this plant here from B&M, and is 12 pound. Is 12 pounds, and it's Flourish. It's called Flourish Flowers and Plant. I like it because it's just very round and cute. This looks really, really natural. You would not know that it's like a fake plant. And we've got a place that we wanted to put it in this room, to add a bit more of like a natural feeling sort of thing to the house. Because when you don't have plant in the house, it kind of like don't lift your spirit up, you know. So I just feel like we needed some plants, so we got this one here, which was 12 pounds, which is going somewhere up over there. The next thing I got is this little cute one here as well. This I bought for 5 pounds, and another one to add to my plant collections. Is not like a real plant, is a fake artificial plant, but yeah, it will do the job. When I buy real plant, it's not bless you, I think it's the perfume. Okay, the perfume, it was just too much. It's very, very strong. That's how good it is. So it's making everyone cough. So this one, I like it. The reason why I don't like buying the real plant is because I feel like my life is very, very busy, and sometimes I don't really have the time. So I don't want to go and get a real plant that might potentially die just because I'm not looking after it, I have to admit. So I just wanted something equally nice, but not the real thing. So I got this one, and this one was just 5 pounds from B&M. I got this one from B&M. Another plant I got is, this is just a plant show, okay? I also got this one here. Look at it. It's like a very black pot, and it's just a little cute plant in there, and it's got like a stand that goes, you put the plant on top, and this one is also 5 pounds. So we got this, and it's 5 pounds from B&M. Another one I got is this one here. This one is like a tree with some rocks and stones, you know, piled in there, and it's in this little sort of cute black bowl. And this costs 6 pounds from B&M, and I like it. I just feel like it reminds me of those African movies where you have like nice designed trees in the movie. It looks real. It looks like you're in Africa, and those trees. I remember climbing trees like this when I was growing up in Africa. I don't know what this type of plant would be called, but I like it. It was really cute when I saw it, so I grabbed it. And this one is 6 pounds. So you can see all the things I bought. Nothing is above 10 pounds. Is between what was the lowest? 5 pounds, 6 pounds, 7 pounds. Nothing here is 7 pounds. No, actually, there is one plant that is 12 pounds, which is the big one, the first one I showed you. And I'll see why it's 12 pounds, but it's not that expensive, and it will do the job, so yeah. And the last plant I got from B&M when I went in there is this one right here. It's 3 plant, And it's almost the same as the ones I show you, but like a smaller version of it. And it's got some rocks, and it's got this plant in there. I don't know what it's called. I don't have a lot of knowledge about plants. Granddad knows more about it, but like I really like them. And it comes in a 3 set, 1, 2, 3. And I think this will also add to the beauty of plant collection in this house. So yeah, I got this one to add to the collection. So these are all the things I got. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total. And that will be maybe 20 or 25 pounds in total, nothing more than 30 pounds. That is if my calculation is right, okay? My maths teacher died long time ago, so my maths is not that great, but yeah. And tomorrow, please do come with me. I'll be taking you to the shop with me. I might be going to TK Maxx, and I want to go and see what items they've got in there, any new items, and also any Valentine things that are going on, so I can show you all around in case you want to go and do your shopping. I just like going into the shops and seeing what they have around, not necessarily buying anything. But if you think you don't like going to the shop or doing shopping, and you want me to show you around in the shop, please make sure you always tune in with me anytime I'm going live. I might be going grocery shopping, or I might just be in the shop showing you guys around. Also, if you have your own favorite shop that you want me to show you, come on, leave it in the comments, and then I'll try and see if I can find your favorite shop and go and show you the new things they have in store and any sales or whatever that is going on. Okay, I can see one comment. Let me see who it is, and then let's continue. Oh, Scott Graham, which one do you think you know what it's called? Scott, is it this one you think you know? Is it this one? Do you know what this one is called? I don't know. But if you know it, you know, I mean, I'm here to learn. So you teach me, and not be, even if you teach me, I'm sure my dyslexic brain, I'm going to forget tomorrow. But, you know, at least you've taught me, and my viewers who will come back and watch another time might know and also remember what the name of this plant is. So Scott, if you know what this plant is, or this one, or this one, if you know the name of any of these plants, please leave a comment down below so that we all learn something today. I really don't know the name of any of these plants. Nathan, do you know any? No, he doesn't know. I don't really know the name of this plant. So if you know any of these plants, yeah, let us know, and yeah, we'll learn something from you guys. We're all here to learn. All right, moving on from what I've shown you today, which is my plant haul. I wanted to tell you a story, okay? Let's begin this story. This is a very dear story to my heart, and it's very, very difficult for me to talk about and process. But it's been 10 years now, and I think we are all growing, and grief is getting better, healing is getting easier, and so we can speak about it. And yeah, so if you also have a story, you can share with me later, but today I'm gonna share with you my story. Okay, I'm a little bit emotional already and a bit teary, but I'm gonna get myself together, and then we're gonna speak about this. Okay, so about few years ago, I embarked on a journey to come to the UK. And let's start with, I have 5 siblings, okay? 5 siblings. I have my elder brother, and I've got my older sister, and then us, myself and my twin sister, and then we've got a younger sister, all right? And then a few years ago, I embarked on a journey to come to the UK just to explore. Like, I'm always exploring. I'm the wild one out of all of them, like the adventurous one. Okay, the plan was to come with my twin sister, but then she decided to stay back and do some other things. So I was like, girl, I don't want to stay, I'm going. I'm just going to find my own feet and find my own person. You know, when you grow up with your parent and you're just eager, itching to just leave them because you feel like you want to find yourself. That was what happened to me, and I think it was happening to her as well, but we didn't plan this well enough, so I happened to take the lead. And Nathan, please shut that door. It's making noise, that thing. And when I was coming, I wasn't able to see my twin sister at the airport because I left something at home and they went back to grab it. And so by the time they got there, I was already in the sky. I was gone. So that was it. I saw my sister a few days before I came to the UK because that night she went to work. And then after that, I left something at home, so they have to go and grab it from the house. And I was already in the plane and gone. We've been chatting, everything was cool, we were happy, we kept on engaging like twins, you know, and doing everything that we were meant to be doing. But 1 year, exactly 1 year, a year before my twin sister died, I had a dream. I had a dream that my sister was dead. And in that dream, it was a winter dawn. Okay, the reason why I remember it was winter is because when I woke up out of the dream, when I watched outside, even though it was about 4:30, 5:30, it was still very, very, very dark, as if it was midnight. Okay, so I had a dream that my sister had a car accident and my sister died. And so I called my dad and my mom and I said to them, I had a dream that my sister is dead. You know, please keep an eye on her, you know, monitor her, please, you know, whatever she's been doing, don't give her that opportunity to be doing a lot of things, blah, 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 blah. A lot of things I said to my parent. And then my sister called me and then she said to me, I'm the oldest, you know, I'm not the youngest of the twins. So why do you think you have the need of calling our parent and telling them to monitor me when you are living your life somewhere else? I don't like that. I do not want you having that conversation with them. Leave me alone. But after the dream, I felt really, really heavy in my heart. I felt like the thing has come to pass. You know, whatever that was meant to happen has happened. I did pray, but I didn't feel like the prayer I prayed was that strong enough. I don't know if I didn't really pray hard enough, or I just don't know, but that was it. Everything went on well. We were all happy, you know, and a year into it, I remember this fateful day. On Saturday, the 31st of January, I'm telling you this story because it's January and it's going to be the 31st in a week and a bit, okay? So in her memory, for 10 years since she died, this year is 10 years since she died, and it's going to be 10 years on the 31st of January this year, 2025. That is why I think I need to share the story in her memory, because as I said, we are healing, we're getting there, okay? And this particular day, I woke up on the 31st of January 2015, and I was so grumpy. I have never been grumpy in my life like that before. My soul was really, really heavy and I was really, really upset about everything. I remember my husband used the last milk in the fridge and I was fuming at him. I was like, why did you use the last milk? Even though we had other milk available, I'm like, no, you should have opened that milk and left me the last one. Why have you used that milk and just left me with nothing? And she was like, no, girl, we have all other milk. Why are you upset? I was like, no, I don't understand. You just used the last milk. I was just all over the place. I don't really know why I was upset. I was really, really, really upset that day. And then I called my sister and my mom. Okay, I remember that day it snowed. I called them and then I said to them, because we had plans. I said, girl, you know the plan we had? You were meant to send me something. What's going on? And then she said, don't worry, I'll send it. And in our conversation on the 31st of January, she sounded really far away. She was so busy. She really didn't want to talk to me. And I was like, no, I want to speak to you. I want your attention. What is going on? Why don't you want to speak to me? What is happening? Like the plan, I kept giving her pressure. And then she said, you speak to my mom. Speak to mom. Mom is aware of the things we're doing. And, you know, I'm going to be doing it. If I don't do it, tell mom, you know, to give me some pressure and I'll get it done. So I was like, mom, you're my witness. You know, you need to tell this girl to do this thing for me. And they were like, they'll give me a call back. I was like, okay. When I went back into work, I gave them a call again and I spoke to my mom and I spoke to her briefly, and she was still trying to be distant away from me, but we spoke and that was it. And that's it. I went to work and I did whatever I wanted to do. And yeah. And when it got to about 2, um, 1, 2 o'clock, right? I finished work and I was coming back home. I felt really, 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 really sad. So sad. I don't know why I was sad. So when I was coming back home, I saw these people who were in a church I ended up going, and I asked them. They were standing on the streets just praying for people. Okay, they were just those street people praying for random people. So I went to them and I was like, my soul is troubled. I don't know why I'm really, really upset today. I'm not happy. I need someone to pray for me. And then she said to me, you're at the right place and I'm happy to pray for you. And then she asked me, what do you want me to pray about? And I said, I pray for God's peace and strength and mercy. Oh, that's all I said. I said, I just want God's strength, peace, and mercy. Okay. And then she prayed for God's peace, God's strength, and God's mercy upon my life. Random people, I don't know. And after prayers, I carried on and I went home. As I was walking back home, I had a lot of missed calls on my phone, and normally I'll pick it up and I will have a chat. But on that occasion, I decided not to speak to anyone because my soul was just troubled. I wasn't happy. I didn't want to speak to anyone, and that was how everything was. And so I went home. When I got home, I felt really exhausted for doing nothing. I just went to work. This is like a normal day. I don't know why I was so exhausted. I felt really, really exhausted. Had a lot of missed calls. Ignored all of them, went straight to bed and slept. When I slept, I had a dream. And in this dream, I had a dream. I saw my twin sister. She was cooking and I was with her. And while she was cooking, the fire lit up like the gas wanted to explode. So there was a familiar face I knew standing there laughing. And I was like, the fire is on and it's too high for the food you're cooking and the gas is going to explode. Turn it off. Turn this thing off. And then the familiar face said to me in the dream, exactly this, ha ha ha, your sister cannot turn that fire off. It's too late to turn that fire off. Who are you to turn it off? Ask her to turn it off herself. It's just too late. She cannot turn the fire off. And then I turned to my sister and I'm like, did you hear what she said? She's pissing me off. I can turn that fire off, but I need you to turn it off. And you let her know that I'm really strong. I could do anything to hurt her. And then she said to me, the familiar voice said to me, haha, your sister cannot even turn it off. I'm telling you, your sister cannot even turn it off. Who are you to turn it off? It's too late. There is nothing you can do. Turn it off yourself, let's see. And I was saying to my sister, turn it off, sister. Turn it off, sister. Turn it off, sister. She just stood there with her hands like this. Very sad face. And she didn't turn the fire off. And so I wanted to go and turn the fire off. By the time I got closer to the gas to turn it off, my sister started crying and I was really upset. Turned my head to see why she was crying. Someone woke me up from the dream, so I wasn't able to turn that fire off. Some bloody person woke me up from the dream. I wasn't able to turn that fire off. And the reason why I couldn't turn it off because I saw my sister crying in the dream. And so I stopped turning the fire off to attend to her. That was what happened. That dream came and it was over, okay? Everything went back to normal. I cooked dinner, I did everything. A few of my friends called me later on. They knew about what had happened, but no one said anything to me. And they were like, how are you? What's going on? It's been a long time. Had a normal conversations and that was it. Around 9 p.m., my auntie calls me. And this is a bit strange. She calls me all the time. Okay, so I thought it was just a normal routine of calling Sunday, checking on me to see how I was doing. But then that wasn't the case. She said she wanted to speak to my husband's parent. And so she spoke to Nathan, and then they gave the phone to Nathan's parent. And I thought it was just a normal routine saying hello and hi. After speaking to them, the phone was given to me, and I saw my husband's parents were looking, because where we used to live with them, they had a house, and by their house there was an annex. Okay, annex is like a one-bed flat where me and my husband used to live, attached to my in-laws house. That was where we started our life, in that house. So after my aunt spoke to my mother and father-in-law, they stood by the window over there, because there is a path where you can pass to get into our property. So I saw them in the window standing there like that, just watching me, and I'm like, "Oh, this is strange. Why are these people standing there watching me like that?" So I took the phone and I started talking to my auntie, and it's like everybody's on guard watching me, like, what's going on? Why is everybody acting strange, standing and watching me? When she called, I was about to go and take my shower, so I had my towel on whilst I was flipping the phone through to everybody. Okay, so she says, she gives me the phone, and then she asks how I was doing and how was the day and blah blah blah, and we're talking. And this particular day, my aunt was super nice. I was like, ooh. My auntie slept on the right side of the bed today. She's like really happy, in a good mood, What's going on? Why is everybody? And then she said to me, Rose, no, not Rose. My name is Echa, because we're twins. In Ghana, we have Eyi and Echa from, the Volta region. So the youngest of the twin is called Echa, and the oldest of the twin is Eyi. Okay. So she said, Echa, Echa, or whatever. I want to tell you something. I was like, okay, auntie, what is it? Have you won a lottery? Tell me what's going on. And then she's like, there is something that has happened that I want to tell you. And I was like, okay, what's happened? What do you want to tell me? And then she said, something has happened. I want you to be strong and take heart. And I'm like, auntie, I am strong and I have taken heart. And my heart is really strong. What do you want to tell me? And then she said, Echa, something really bad happened at home. Now I'm beginning to think, what has happened that my auntie is struggling to tell me? So I was like, auntie, is everything okay? She said, no, something has happened. At this point, I have never had the experience of losing someone like that. Okay, so this time around, I was very, like, it clicked to me that something has happened to someone in the family. So this is how I started. I was like, did something happen to anybody in the family? She said yes. The first person I thought about is the oldest people in the family. Okay, so I went straight. I was like, is it my grandmother? She said, no, it's not your grandmother. Now it's a game we're playing. And then I asked her, is it my brother? She said, no, it's not your brother. And then I asked her, is it my sister? That is the second born, okay? She said, no, it's not your sister. And then I said, wait a minute. Don't tell me. Please do not tell me. Just don't tell me. Is my twin sister? She said, yes, is your twin sister. And I said, what? She said, your twin sister had a car accident and she died on the spot. One minute. Yeah. And And I said, what happened? How did it happen? What do you mean by my twin sister had a car accident and died on the spot? You know, I just spoke to her in the morning. We had plans. You know, she was going to call me back. We had plans. Like, how do you speak to someone? She's fit and well. She went to work in the night. She had work that day in the morning. She used to work as a theater nurse. You know, she was healthy and strong. There was nothing wrong with her. How do you call me and tell me my sister just had a car accident and died? It was a shock I have never experienced in my life. It was a trauma that I can never express to you. It is a heart that cannot be fixed. I was broken. Remember, I told you I was in a towel and I was going to have a bath. I don't know what happened. I was on the street naked. So my in-laws ran after me and my husband, and they grabbed me and covered me in a towel and brought me back home. And that was how um, everything started. That was the beginning of my grief. That was the beginning of my shock. Yeah, so that's how it happened, and I got really upset. I was really, really upset. I was really upset with everyone. Most importantly, the reason why I was upset was because we had plans and she was meant to be coming to join me in the UK and she couldn't come. The other reason why I got really upset was because I felt like I had a dream, I saw what was happening, but I couldn't stop it. Could I have stopped it? I don't know. I am really upset about that. I got really, really upset because I just felt like the way I heard the story and everything was too much of a shock for me, which actually affected the relationship between me and my auntie, to be honest. Not because I hate her or anything like that. I don't. I love her. She's the best thing that happens to me. But I don't know if you understand psychology. People who actually deliver such news for you can also be part of the experience of the trauma that you are going through, and the grief process and everything. I mean, when I even had my daughter, I really, really struggled to bond with her. Not because I didn't want her. I really love her. I wanted her. But all I wanted was my twin sister. All I wanted was my sister back. All I wanted was someone to bring my sister back. And every day I go through therapy. Every day I speak about it. I realize that she's not going to come again. And it takes time. I'm going to heal. I'm going to be in a better place. But this is all therapy. This is how we heal. This is how we heal. Okay? And so it has been very difficult. I wasn't able to go to her funeral. The reason why I didn't go to her funeral is because I know my sister to be a very bubbly person. Let me tell you, as soon as we wake up in that house in Ghana, all our neighbors knew we were awake because we, those twins, were always fighting and screaming, and we wake every neighborhood up because they know we're awake, okay? We had good memories, good times. So going to her funeral was going to be a memory that I could never, never, never get over. Like, I could not process it ever. So the best thing was not to go to the funeral at all, and that did me good. After the funeral, I went and saw her grave, and I paid my respect. I've been going to visit her, and it's much lighter to process, and yeah, that way is much easier than actually going to a funeral. But one thing that actually helped me, that I feel like was really, really good for me, was choosing her coffin. So I chose the coffin that she was buried into. I chose a white coffin for her, where she was laid to rest in, and also they made me play a role in choosing a lot of things. For all her clothes that she had, she was a very charitable person. My twin sister died at the age of 24. Okay, the age of 24. I am 33 or 34 now. I keep forgetting. But when she died, all her clothes, I sent her clothes, everything to a charity because she was very charitable when we were doing our nursing course. Anytime we went to all these orphanage homes, we brought some children home with us to stay with us in our family home. We fed them, we clothed them, and the home would allow us to bring the children, even babies, to look after, because the rules were not that tight, but like we were good, and we had people staying with us. She even had a young girl. I don't know where she is now, or her name actually was Charity. Her name was actually Charity. I don't know where Charity is now, but my sister, after I traveled, saw her Charity come into our house and live with us and do things with us. And since she died, I don't know if Charity is even aware that my twin sister is dead. But yeah, that was the story about how my twin sister died. And I don't know if I am going psychotic. People don't really believe this, but I really believe what I saw. Okay, I think few days after she was buried, when I was sleeping, I felt like I needed to go and use the ladies, okay, the toilet. And then when I was waking up, I saw my sister in the room in the corner, okay. She was wearing a white gown, standing straight in the room, and she was just there staring into my eye like that, and I was just staring at her. And I couldn't believe my eyes. So I felt like maybe I was dreaming. So I kept rubbing my eyes to see if I'm really seeing my sister or no. Okay, so I was rubbing my eyes to see if I can see her. And truly, I don't know if everyone could believe me, but yes, I did see her. I saw her standing in a room. I saw her. I was looking at her. So this time around, I was convinced that I have seen her, and I needed a proof to know that I'm not going crazy or anything like that. So I started calling my husband. I started waking him up. Wake up, wake up. Look, I can see my sister. Wake up. And then the more I was waking my husband up, the more she was fading. The more she was fading. So when he was like beginning to wake up, she was still there. And then as he was waking up, I feel like she was disappearing according to how he was waking up. So when it goes to the point where he was 100% awake, by then, she had disappeared completely. And I said it to him. I don't know if he believes me. I keep telling people I really saw my sister when she died. I don't know if they believe me, but I did see her. And another thing I wanted to say is I could go to bed right now and say to myself, I want to see you when I go into sleep, like when I go to bed. I want to see my sister, and my sister will appear in my dreams. And we have a conversation, and she tells me things and all of that. Another way, I don't know if I'm going crazy, but people, I don't know, not a lot of people believe in that. But yes, I could actually say to my sister, I want to see you in my dream. I want you to tell me this, or I want to have a conversation, and my sister will appear. But not everybody believes that, but it's something that I experienced with my sister. There are people that are gone before my sister in my family, and I don't have that with them. But with my sister, I could just say, you know, she has a nickname that we're calling her Spankeezy. I want to see you tonight. I have something I want to tell you, or if I want to gossip about something, and I go to bed and I'll see my sister in there. I don't know if I'm hallucinating. I don't know if it's just me thinking about something, or me just, I don't know. But yes, I do see my sister in my dreams. Guys, this is how the whole story happened. This year is 10 years since my sister died in a car accident. Where was she going, if all of you want to know? She, as I said, was a theater nurse. And that morning she woke up, she did her washing, dried the things, and tidied her room and everything. And then apparently they moved to a new area that I wasn't there when they moved to. Okay, so this is how she made a friend. When she made a friend, one of the friends came and said to her she is going for a funeral of someone she doesn't even know. The person who invited my sister was going to a funeral that my twin sister has no idea about. It's just like you going to a party and you take a second person who is not invited with you. That is what happened. She was going to a funeral, and then she invited my sister to come and accompany her to the funeral. Okay, so that is how my sister says she's going to work, but then she could do few hours in between to go and accompany this girl to the funeral. So they set off. My mom said to her, "Don't go, please don't go. You're going to work tonight. Stay, don't go." My twin sister was like, don't worry, I'll go, I'll be back before you know." So they left home, and apparently half an hour after they left, a call came into my mom to say, your daughter has just had a car accident with her friend, and she died on the spot. Okay, there were, I don't know, I can't really remember, there were about 4 or 5 in the car, and she and her friend that asked her to come and accompany her died on the spot. Okay, the rest of them, my mom says to me the driver or something also died some time back. The rest, I don't know if they all died or no. But I have questions. I wanted to ask the guy who drove the car and everybody who was in the car, and but I don't know them. I have never met them. I don't have any interactions with them. So all these questions are in my head right now. But this is the way I process my own grief, and this is how far I have come since the 10 years of my sister dying. I think I'm doing amazingly great because I'm still here with you guys and I haven't died. I have considered a whole lot of things several times, and I always go through episode where I feel really, really overwhelmed, really sad, especially when everybody's happy. When there is a party or when there is a very special occasion where there is jubilation, that is where I get really, really sad the most, because I feel like, why am I having fun? Or why are we having fun when the most important person right now is not here? So I have been through therapy and I've been told not to think like that. It's in the past, and to move forward. But I think it's another barrier that I have to overcome. So you guys, this is the end of my story. If you haven't really subscribed, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to this channel. And my channel is all about vlogs, hauls, shopping, and also telling you stories. Okay, I'll be coming with another story, and the next time we do sit down video and also show you the things I got for my shopping. Tomorrow I'll be going to one of the shops I'm not too sure about yet, to see what they have in store, any new thing they have in store, and also show you around. So guys, if you're around tomorrow, please make sure you come and support your girl. I really do appreciate your love and your kindness and your how do you call it, commitment to me on YouTube. And I am grateful for your comments all the time and your like. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you leave a comment and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you all so much for always supporting. And I have also realized that on my live videos, anytime I do live videos, I gain more followers. The past few weeks I've been doing live videos. It might not sound a lot to you guys, but I've gained about 10 or 12 followers from doing live videos, which is a higher growth for me than actually pre-recording and sharing. So if you've just come across my videos by an accident, hey, you were meant to be here and you're meant to find me. So make sure you don't go without subscribing. Make sure you subscribe and you leave a thumbs up for me. Thank you all guys so much for listening to my story about how I lost my twin sister in a car accident and how far I have come. I will see you in my next video. Thank you all very much. Have a lovely week. I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.